Hello and welcome everyone. It's time. Well, we're actually jumping back into Battlefield 2042 because we have an absolutely insane update today. The Road to Battlefield 6 event just went live, and as you can see in the top left corner, we have a whole new map. There are two new jets. There are three technically, but we're currently working on unlocking that one. The Phantom program is also still going and has a reward. And I can show you there are three because... Oh, come on. Now, work. There we go. This menu is sometimes just a bit weird. Because there is the prototype, which is not the F2000 or the Lynx. And yeah, there is so much stuff and new Phantom program stuff, so still working on that. There is artwork from community artists, so you know what? Always great, to see fan artists being commissioned by the developers, especially when they're big, to actually be starring in the game. That's just that's good. I am very much for that. That's how you support artists, with money, not only exposure. You're showing off and giving them money. That's good. That's just how you do it. But yeah, as you saw, there is a new sniper rifle, fucking caliber 50 semi-automatic sniper rifle. Okay, we're gonna put that one on. They're also Phantom program charms. We just Reclaimed is it's already live, so Reclaimed has already been cracked. If something happens there, I will notify you. Not seeing it right now. Even though no. Am I blind? I am blind. There it is. A split skull. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, otherwise we're gonna have the F2000. As you all know back then from Bad Company. But it wasn't Bad Company 1, but not many had it, but it was also Bad Company 2, and it was really good. And there is, as you can see, they made a free battle pass with so much fucking shit in it. If you're oh hey, I do want to have a send-off of this game. Yeah, I don't think there was ever a moment in this series where the devs delivered this hard, and it's hey, you have 8 tiers of stuff that is basically a throwback to Battlefield 1. Oh hey, that's the cover. The exploding airship. Hey, that's the one from the opening mission. That looks like some of the skins from that game. Some old camouflage. Also, a cosmetic pack that for Battlefield 6 that looks that is reminiscent of Battlefield 1. By the way, keep in mind, when I show you these packs, there is not one skin in them. There are multiple in them. Apparently, up to 28 things for Battlefield 6. It's insane how much there is. Hey, a bit of throwback to Bad Company 1. Remember when we had the Dictator rescued? And we have some Battlefield 5 stuff here. With the crossbow on the M1 Garand. Have some skins. Hey, remember her from the reveal trailer? Cheeky one. Cheeky one. I really like that. I like that skin. Then, as you can see, M1911, obviously. another greater. Like this one is just full of bangers. Like, you know, all the skins look good. All the references are very funny. Like, you know, hey, Bad Company 2, we like that on F2000 this year. And yeah, they had to. It's kind of sad that they had to change it because the smiley is actually a protected logo, so that's what you have to go with this time, because this is not an official, because they had to change the smiley somehow, and now it's a bit of a dumb grin, but yeah, well. Yeah, we got a High skin, damn. It's like lots of stuff. Bradley stuff, Battlefield 3, hey, you get the Warthog, because everyone liked the Warthog. Oh. Lots of good stuff here, like... I'm just going through it so you have some... So there's a dinosaur. Oh yeah, the long neck, because we all like remember our long necks. Battlefield 4 section with the frog foot, like the Baku skin. We have a Hannah skin for Blasco. That's also pretty great. Like, yeah, he made Zawad. I just noticed that. And yeah, also really nice that you you know, the moment it gets to soldier skins, good throwback stuff. Really, also we have, you know, look at that, the little hotline penguins on the couch. We all miss Hotwire. Hotwire was fun. And then lastly, for 2042, you know, just some good stuff to send up. Oh, hey, we have Santa Boris representing even. So that's nice. Oh, a Pax Armata skin for Pike. That's also there. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. And if you're wondering, there is actually a free bundle, so you can represent Pax Armata if you want to. That's also cool. Again, just amazing. But you know what we're doing? We're going into Iwo Jima. Because I've been waiting for this so much. Like, you can't imagine. They're like, oh, it's a new map, that's cool. Listen, it is Iwo Jima. This one was really good in 5. And I really love they actually made it with, like, you know, new buildings and facilities. And so this is making it a semi-remake, which the series has done only twice so far, in my opinion, from what I remember, actually. Which is cool. But also, this is a beach landing. So this is the first 2042 map in this game that is a beach landing. Kind of insane that they managed to literally get one in, like, at the last fucking minute. Ah, damn. I think we defend this. But we'll see. Play defense, then we play offense. That should be it.
One of our objectives has been targeted.
Ooh, there were bunkers before, now they have a...
The Americans almost set
Uh-huh.
reduce their forces enough
Yeah, it's not a one-hit kill, but it's 90 damage, so... If you have a little bit of damage, it is a one-hit kill, so...
Promoting objective. The drone to change foot at once. Sector report. Fall back and regroup. You have the main force. Follow on.
It's not as Black Sands as the 5 version, but damn. Oh my god, this is so good.
You left the engagement area. You have new objectives. Hold this ground and make the Americans pay.
Ammunition! I got you! Let's fight out! Take ammo!
Move to my mark. Setting waypoint. Follow on.
I really like playing the Lynx. That definitely is some nice firepower. Okay. One mission down with the multi-kill. if it is one hit, one kill, you gotta... Okay, you know what? Let's get some anti-tank stuff going. Ooh! Oh yeah, right, there was a... Aww.
Delta 1 is being contested by hostiles. Control of all of our objectives.
Oh god, hi bots.
Hostiles have secured an objective.
Yeah, right, I
They're
can't.
beginning to take a toll. Keep fighting.
Oh. They put anti-AM placements at good points. There we go.
Weapon!
Ah.
Hostiles invading one of our objectives.
It's kind of funny how some people are like, oh, the rifle is imprecise, and I just think like, what do you expect shooting a caliber 50 rifle
We have captured
like
Delta 1.
standing? Do you really think a caliber 50 rifle, a semi-auto one at that, is gonna be pretty precise? Nah. That's just a monster you fire off and hope it hits on average where you point. And that's the fun of it. See?
Time to reload!
Also Bybot.
Control of an objective. Objective secured by enemy forces. We have started our attack on Delta 2. We have been forced to Delta 1. Enemy dog, visual contact. 40 meters away from my position. Our enemy now controls Delta 1.
Not. Let's go back and defend a little bit more seriously. Damn. And this is up there is the cave system, so we still have 2 sectors to go. This is, oh my god, this is a good map. But like, there was like a crash site here before. Now it's like a whole ass. Oh my god, this is great. And the erupting volcano just adds that extra touch.
Quick, push! You're stable now! Keep moving!
It makes me even more sad that this won't be at launch in 6. Damn. Ah.
We have enemies attacking Echo 1. We have a breach at one of our objectives.
You know, God, this feels good. I cannot. What a fucking home run this series has in the last. Like, people are like, oh, you know, the beta's out. Fun. People play it, excited. Future looking bright. And then, you know, this game just comes around and it's like, let's drop peak. Let's actually be really, let's just make the best send-off possible. And like, damn. And look, I liked Iwo Jima in 5. I might like it more in 2042. Because those objectives are more interesting, actually. And the volcano is erupting, so that's like, yeah, you're not going to mount onto the, was it Mount Sweep? I don't know what it was against Sweep. Oh my god, they're digging. Yeah, this one was just an earth ramp in 5. Now it's molten lava. That is so cool, like. Oh my god. You know what? And yeah, oh, dark tunnels. That's such cool objectives, actually.
I'm here to help.
You left the engagement area.
It's so cool. They basically traded in. Oh yeah, you live. You know, you're putting the flag up on the mountain from 5, with the mountain is fucking erupting, and there is just a whole military base. It's just more on this island. Oh, not.
Justin, go set!
I think I do. I should probably get some cleaning done on my PC the next days. At least before 6 is out.
U.S. forces attacking one of our objectives.
I got you!
Okay, bit is the performance weird, but yeah. Oh my god, that was a lot of kills at once with the frag grenade. Holy moly. Damn. Damn it. And sometimes you just sit there and like, wait, that's a grenade symbol, and then your muscle memory doesn't kick in fast enough. But yeah. I love that they used every of the new asset, that it's not just a straight port, it's like really, hey, this is the map from 5, but it is in it is actually Iwo Jima 2042, and that is like we haven't had that in a while, and it is good to see that it's back. Like, there is a lot to tell about that. Even though I can definitely tell you that my frame rate is currently tanking. Let me just see how much it is. One. Okay, what do we have? CPU 60! What? What is going on here? Okay, what is with my video? Refresh rate is up, sure. 1080, okay, yeah. Oh, maybe we're just putting it on high or medium. Maybe that should definitely help a little bit. What a CPU hog this series is. Oh yeah, the stairs from... It's the stairs from Exodus, so... M1911? Double progress, then let's do that.
Retreat! We must regroup and defend the next sector.
Damn. But yeah, no mountain storm this time, but that's fine. That's good. Still, this is like the stuff they also needed for like normal break, just having some extra sectors in front and center.
Look at you moving!
Make her lost then. Send it at all costs.
Ooh. Ah, damn it. If I got a third one, that would have been cool, but... There we go. That's also done. We're going. This is going smoothly. Well, it's afterwards. Ooh, yeah.
Level stabilized.
Damn.
Nowhere left to run. We have failed.
Yeah, this is. Well, what I just realized, because no one told me apparently, that this one is still up all the time, so. But yeah, when we go to display stuff, I do. Yeah, I don't want that. It was ray tracing on the whole time? God. But yeah, 3 done. That's good. Some more sidearm stuff, and that should all be good. Yeah, I doubt it's gonna. People are gonna reach Bad Company 2 that fast, but oh well. Sadly, this will mean probably week 3 is gonna be F2000, but oh my god, so it is the F2000 the game. That's so cool now.
Be ready and be decisive.
This is an all boots on the ground scenario. We have a chance to seize Iwo Jima back from TPC forces occupying the area. Survivors from the Japanese military have cut us an entryway past the coalition's initial defenses. Take advantage and reclaim that territory. It's on you, Notepads.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Secure this sector and push the Russians into the next.
Honestly, I wish they also made the KAV Brawler amphibious, but look at that. That's a fleet. And a landing ship.
We are moving to attack Alpha 1.
Beginning advance on Alpha.
You know, that's the first time they're also using these things properly, because, oh yeah, you have these big rolling MAVs that everyone can spawn on, and they're amphibious, but you know what? Every other map is like, yeah, we just don't know what to use them for. I don't know, use them for a beach landing. As you're doing here. It's an idea. They could have made so many more, like, honestly, if they went back and if they had actually added beach landings to more maps, it would have probably increased, improved the map pool so much, because, like, you know, a lot of the maps in Conquest are fine. Their problem is just the best rush and like the best battlefield maps, especially when it comes to even with the Conquest layout, are designed around the idea that one team is attacking another team's territory. That goes from, from 1942 maps up to, Battlefield 2, like Strike at Karkand, Gulf of Oman. It's like one team is rolling in. And then later on, as you can see, it was usually, if a rush is like, you have a central area that's usually a conquest area, but then there's also the, extra areas added on both sides, so you have a really good experience, playing Rush or Breakthrough, like, for example, landing on a beachhead. And that shit has been missing. This is like the first 2042 map, and I'm not exaggerating, where it actually feels like a fucking war zone. Like, you are stumbling into hell. And shit has that been missing. Nothing helps that war feeling when you're fighting through those godforsaken over those godforsaken beach lines, and the stealth helicopter keeps throwing bombs that make that sound before exploding on the ground. That's just Let's actually take out the rifle of the Mandate, which is interestingly the ACR, but I don't mind. This is the...
We are initiating an attack on Bravo 1. They're chipping away at our forces.
Hold on! Grab the post!
Tuning everything down really helped with the FPS, but they do need to have some performance pass, I feel. But yeah, oh my god, this...
Secure the sector before moving on. Initiating an attack on Charlie 1.
That helicopter pilot is a menace. Damn. Ooh, I think he's dead.
Charlie 1 assault initiated by our crew.
Honestly, I am kinda sad that we didn't get like 2 things more in this game. Because A, if anything, this, like, everyone else was always like, oh hey, they don't feel every you know, all the other maps in the game. I get it. They were fun to play on, but they were like lacking something, you know, that extra feeling of, well, I mean, that's the thing, you know. I will never say Battlefield is a realistic game, but but it wants to have the feeling of a war movie.
We are hitting
And
Charlie.
every other map lacked that because they were just trying to be open conquest fields mainly. And this one is storming a fucking beach while being under constant bombing. That's a different feeling, and it's like, it's good. It's like, it's the kind of stuff you want to have. And I do think if they would have added, even to some of the base game maps, if they would have gone back and be like, okay, let's add like 1 or 2 sectors, make it actually a beach landing, give this a little bit more flair, the feeling would have already been different. But also, holy shit did I wish they would have actually gotten the money to hire new announcers, because I wish they would have gotten to give us like actual, mandate and TPC announcers, because right now that's a TPC map, and it's kind of weird that they're like still have America/Russia there, and like technically they're saying, well, actually this is Europe and Asia beefing. So just a little bit off,
Russian forces are dug in here. Take the sector. You get the set. Allies are securing the objective Delta 2.
They're shooting at us! Damn, thing's shaking! Have a grenade!
Our attack on Delta 1 is underway.
We have seized Delta 2.
Gas force strength is noticeably down. Targeted by the enemy.
Damage to the vehicle! Damage! Right side!
Someone was not able to fly a Black Hawk helicopter.
Just lost control of an objective. Allies engaging at this point.
Hold on! I can help! That's neutralized! Reloading
Delta 2 has been seized by the enemy.
Get set to go! Stop!
We just secured Delta 1.
Kill!
Allied forces engaging objective Delta 2. Delta 1 lost. Repeat, Delta 1 lost.
Okay, let's get Delta 1 back then.
Delta 1.
Like, you know, hey Buggy, how are you doing? How's it going?
Down to half strength troops.
You're also still playing, or how many times did you storm today? This is my second run only, and I'm really... Ooh. You may want to team up, if you're alright with maybe being on the stream. Damn it. What's OSRS? Oh, old school RuneScape. Yeah, that definitely is important. Everyone should actually dedicate some time of the day to their good old grind MMOs. And now that you mentioned that, I should probably also start grinding Turtle Island again with Agonia. That would be useful. Okay, so where are we here? Yeah, oof.
Russian outpost detected.
Fair, even though I can say, you know, most of the time, at least for us, it's just every few days or so there's a bing level up, but there is a bing level up, so that's neat. my aim is off. But yeah, right now for me it's let's get those honestly I kinda like it. I mean it's stupid. It's you know, accuracy is you either need to you know plateaued up on a bipod and pray, or it's more like you run up and you unload 2 bullets and that's it. But like, it's also run up and unload 2 bullets of a 50 caliber sniper rifle. That is fun to play with. Did use it a bit at the beginning of the round. Now I'm just a bit more. I don't know. God, the turret bros are back. Yeah, also I had to actually tune down my turn down my whole settings and stuff, because I don't know, apparently I had ray tracing on and shit, and I was like, why is my game running badly? And like, yeah, tank CPU shit, so who cares? Now I have high FPS, and that is nice. Oh wait. My muscle memory still needs to adjust a little bit.
Our attack on Echo 1 is underway.
Oh, what's odd? Ooh, someone landed the helicopter.
Make that count.
Okay, briefly landed it. Yeah, I can also fly for shit, so that's like, I leave it at that. I mean,
All objectives secure. Sector is now
nice. I said before, but like, I really adore what they did with the objectives. Because like, this is...
Be careful. Enemies detected in the sector. New objective marked.
Honestly, I wish they really would have not only called it Iwo Jima, but like Iwo Jima 2042. That should have actually been the name of the map, if you ask me. You know, to keep consistency in the series.
Foxtrot 1 is now being secured.
I mean, as said, if you want to join for some rounds, just say. Fucking rocket launcher. That's rude. I have no luck with the second think the capture and neutralize objectives once around we can do really easy on a certain map, but yeah.
We have secured the sector.
God, this is great. I love that this is like actually a volcanic eruption here.
Ejecting Joseph!
Nowhere else to go. Capture the sector and the battle's won.
There we go.
What's the final sector?
There we go.
Outside the combat area. Head back. We've broken through. The Russian forces are defeated.
That's the fucking music from 5. Oh my god. Damn, 8 out of 10. Oh well, let's get some more progress in. It's just the M1 Garand gets it, but like, I mean, they kind of blundered to put the Lee Enfield or so in the game. But, you know, if we're looking at Irish then, thank you. Well, World War One Irish. That's actually pretty neat. I don't think Falk got anything new, but I mean, bad resolution in the background, everyone, but yeah. I mean, that's it now. At least the game runs much more fluid now that I turn it down. And are we storming? Yes. Everyone, beach landing. Beach landing. Oh.
Quite a squad. Heaven knows.
This is an all boots on the ground scenario. We have a chance to seize Iwo Jima back from TPC forces occupying the area. Survivors from the Japanese military have cut us an entryway past the coalition's initial defenses. Take advantage and reclaim that territory. It's on you, Nopats. The plan is to advance sector by sector. Secure each and we'll keep the hostiles on the run.
Yeah.
We've initiated an attack on Alpha 1.
Seriously, that's the kind of stuff they should have put out at like Orbital or so. Or you know, Breakaway is also not that far from the sea. It would be kind of cool to have like a landing onto an Antarctic beach. Where are you going?
Right side, taking fire! Right flank!
Honestly, we should also actually have some hovercrafts, but the MAVs already are like, yeah, that's what they want. But that's what they're supposed to be used for.
Alpha 1 attack begun by our forces.
I have you! Here, extra!
Sector is secure.
Watch out, recon! Take a casualty!
Pushing back, but not far. Secure this sector.
Okay, okay, no one to revive anymore. Revive.
Thank you! Hold on! Quick, boost!
Should have done the first one.
Attack on Bravo 1 initiated by our
Hey, Hominator, you... Ah. Dun, 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 dun.
The enemy has regrouped. Secure the sector before moving on.
Reloading!
Seriously, it is a bit distracting that we have so many, that this map is so clearly TPC styled, but we don't have TPC flags that we conquer. It's just like,
It's yours!
I hate that even the best thing they deliver on, like the last section, is like just held that teeny tiny bit back by just a little bit of budget restrictions. Like, yeah, I don't think they would have needed to make new vehicles and such. They should have just said, hey, they imported the vehicles, you know, while they're, you know, starting domestic production again. So it's just like, yeah, okay, good. Okay, we still have the, you know, faction dichotomy from before. But it would be so cool to at least on... if they were like, you know, split the maps like in half, and one half is still, you know, the old, basically the old war. You can say Russia, America, and the other one is like then actually, yeah, it is Mandate versus TPC. And this would have been such an improvement.
Objective marked! Let's hit us from the front!
Yeah.
Attack on Charlie 1 initiated by our troops.
occupied area.
It's like, yeah, that tower was also an exposure, I think. It's a lot of exposure reusage, but,
Charlie 1 begun by...
you know, positively, I do think asset reusage is good, and we should do it more. Okay, let's actually do this one right. Ooh. Okay, that one was nice. They just lined up.
Objective Charlie 1. We are attacking Charlie 1.
Oh, I'm really looking for the F2000. It's like some of those stuff where, like, I wish the F2000 such was also just in 6 now, you know, similar as the, again, as Iwo Jima and such, but, Oh, yeah. And I think, oh, this is someone who can fly. You know, yeah, okay, fair point. But I still took some people with me. Okay, let's get C1 then. Come on.
Preparing to attack Charlie 1. Attacking Charlie 1. We're getting short on troops. We must coordinate our attacks or a retreat is imminent.
Dun 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 dun. Damn, I think these defenders will actually defeat us here.
That objective.
They have dug in on C1. But also, like, I'm actually kind of like, it's a bit surreal, you know, that there is actually this close a Battlefield game where you can storm Iwo Jima with helicopters and, because we had Wake Island, and like, I do get, you know, when someone said, I think someone said on the Discord I am on, that they should have brought back Wake Island, and like, fair point, they should have also brought back Wake Island, but come on. Well, oh, where's my water?
Too strong. All troops evacuate.
I think I forgot it. No, I have to die now because I don't get water. What a horrible fate for me to not have water. I will shrivel and dry up. I will be like a raisin in the sun. I'm safe by a go and you're breaking me my water bottle. It's only half empty, but I will do. Oh yeah, we are making some progress here. Incendiary grenade next round, I would say.
Ready. Auf geht's.
Yeah, we are already at getting the really nice Garand skin. And so I love this dead stuff look. So, oh yeah, wait a second. Do, 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 do. Yeah, pretty nice that also some of the vault weapons are getting skins now. It's just like they know and they listen.
Quite a squad. Heaven knows.
Our control over Iwo Jima is being threatened by a new mandate assault. The resources we are mining here and Archangel's research cannot be compromised. Reinforce our defenses. If they break through, make them bleed for every step they take. You are our backbone in this engagement, Lopez. Fight on. Guard your objective. If we lose this sector, we'll fall back to the next. But we must deplete the enemy's resources.
Enemy ship, look! 200 meters away! Yeah, ammo! You're alive, but you're away! Oh! Reloading! Ejected your search!
Honestly, there's something very interesting
Fall back and regroup in the next.
comparing this one to the Battlefield 5 outing, because in 5 speeches were a bit more fortified, which is like, yeah, I guess, you know. This is they've breached through the blockade and are now invading. But also, it's kind of interesting considering in 5 it was more often, you know, you had your old landing crafts, you had, you know, the light amphibious vehicles and all of that. And in 2042 it's just like, nope, heavily armored MAVs with cannons, with mortars, with napalm throwers. They just drive onto the beach, and you're like, yeah, that's terrifying.
Objective lost. We must regain control.
Yeah, shit.
The Americans have taken the sector. We must fall back to the next.
Dun, 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 dun.
The American forces are moving into the sector. Defend it!
Check your men. Return to the fight.
There we go.
Someone in front!
That's how we do it. Also, it's kind of interesting how, you know, some of this vehicle stuff is just like, I mean, DICE really makes vehicles that feel good. You know, like if I compare this one to, well, the obvious one, Delta Force, it's like you fire an LMG on a vehicle there and it just feels like nothing. Hey, down Bad Productions. Welcome on to Iwo Jima in 2042, which is wild to say.
Look right!
But it's happening, and it's amazing.
Taking fire from the right!
I think there's just this kind of irony that, you know, the defender side has the amphibious IFV, not the attacker ones in the game. Ah, well, you know what? The MAVs are being used for once. Yeah, I know, it's it is insane. This is like 20, I thought like 2042 was going out with a bang, but like no, this one is just
Moving on Charlie 1.
like if you've been like, you know, playing the beta and you're like, okay, I want to play more. This isn't Battlefield 6, but holy shit, is it good right now. Like this is by far the best map in the game, and I would say generally some of the, you know, maps are pretty good. Iwo Jima is just the best. Sorry, there's no competition about this. This is like, this is the stuff I said before. Like this is the stuff this game needed, you know, before. Like there's a, like, hey, suddenly, you know, you're like, oh, hey, the MAVs just felt out of place before, and you know, like, okay, why would you pick that over, you know, a Bradley or anything? And now it's like, nope, you're playing, you have an assault on the beach. They make so much more sense. And it's just good. Oh.
Left! Left!
Enemy focusing on Charlie 1.
We had a round where we pushed through, okay. We had like a round where we pushed onto those beaches while, someone on the enemy team, circled with the stealth helicopter through bombs. It was great. There's atmosphere on this map that, you know, all the other ones lack. Also, yeah. There's a lot of free shit in this update, so I'm gonna be honest, I'm occupied until 6 comes out. I mean, aside from the fact that there's so much shit in this for 6, because if you get the packages, like, yeah, if you they basically have a free season pass in it with 60 levels of stuff. There's like new weapon for this game. There's you know, new vehicles or vault vehicles, but still. There's a lot of new skins referencing like the whole series. And also you can unlock shit for Battlefield 6. 28 things, in fact. It's... damn. It's a lot. Like... I know. Best time to get this pass full. So... It's pretty impressive in my opinion. Oh, die. But yeah, as I said before, I think this is like the thing that so much more maps missed. Like, you know, I think there are some like Orbital or Breakaway. Hey, they are close to the sea. If they wanted to, they could have also made them into beach landings, and it would have helped so much in the image of the because, like, you know, attacking down the glacier, neat. Storming Antarctic beaches, and, you know, working your way up the glacier, that's a whole different story. And there we go. Also, I guess the Lotus was orange still back then. Could have just made it bright green, but well. It's the previous ones. So. But yeah, it's insane how much free shit is in this update. And again, like, I am interested in what comes next for Delta Force, but I do feel like I doubt, at least in the West, the player numbers will probably drop slowly now. They kind of had, you know, their free reign for a few months, but, like, yeah, people will now try to get to shit for 6, and then 6 is out. Da, 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 da. Ah, it's already out. I don't know if you're hang back in the timeline, but Black Hawk Down is already out for like months. So, and people didn't have like the best opinion on it. So. I mean, I just don't dislike the game. I play it pretty regularly myself. It's just, oh, there is a difference, you know, that you can feel. I think the interesting part is though, yeah, I do think Iwo Jima really highlights how, at least on one end of the map, especially when you have, like, if you want to have, interesting. If you want to have like a map that is, you know, a breakthrough or rush, you need to have probably one extra sector or so. A simple one maybe. That gives everything a bit more flair, you know?
Taking fire on the left!
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, vehicle damage, nice.
The enemy attack is fading.
Yeah, I think if you can hold something back, it's in C1. The rest is gonna be more of an, you have no idea who will survive here. That's actually pretty cool.
Look forward!
There we go.
This site remains secure.
Also, like, again, it's so funny how there is this theme of, natural disaster in 2042, but basically the only thing you ever see is tornadoes on the launch maps. And then, just a bit over a month before the next game releases, hey, here's a map where you storm the beaches of an island where an active volcano is breaking out. It's like, that's great. Nice. But yeah, if you look at this is just like, there's so much. I should definitely throw stuff with the incendiary grenade. At least a bit more. Oh yeah, new 50 caliber sniper rifle. Very fun, in my opinion. Oh yeah, we could do that. Ah, defense again. Damn. You know what? Probably leave. We do some round, at least one round of conquest, because just in fairness, I should show more than just breakthrough. Even if Iwo Jima is like the breakthrough map. It's just like, that's just a thing you should do. But yeah, it's like, hey, basically every, a lot of those maps could have used a bit of, oh hey, here's like, a bit, a bit of a beach landing. You could have actually done that on one or two occasions. Or longer distance tank assault into something. Like, that's a big thing where I'm like, conquest is conquest, okay? You can always cut a good conquest map out of a breakthrough map, but if you put a breakthrough map purely over a conquest map, it will feel very gamey, if you get me. And I do think if they actually added some, like one or two
Good work, no guys.
okay,
That was a hell of a fight.
we won. I did nothing, but we won, I guess. It's like, that definitely helps a lot about the feeling of the map. Because again, Conquest is like, everyone starts on both sides, it takes a bit, and then you meet. The problem is, if you make a breakthrough in the first sectors, that there is no build-up. It just feels wrong, staunch together. Because, like, what are you doing here, then? Okay. I mean, I think a good example about that is, yeah, there's a lot of 2042 maps I could point at that definitely should have their own attack into fortifications, either with a tank assault or beach landing, orbital and breakaway should have been beach landings. And then you're like, oh, but what about discarded? I think discarded could have been actually in a tank assault because it makes much more sense to attack the scrapyard and shit, but the beach is just too open. I don't think discarded is a good, should just leave that, but Haven should have had some trench lines, and you attack over the dunes with a bit of distance. Like, that's the thing I will always point towards when for example, looking at maps like Strike at Karkand. There's a bit of a, tilt. Like, Strike at Karkand is not even the biggest map when it comes to the areas you actually play in. It's just a city with a, bend in it, and then, there's a bit of a separation, so there's like a logical divide. It makes it more unique. Meanwhile, Haven is just, there is interesting points of interest in the map, but they're all just like lumped in a circle. Playable map, fun map. It just feels it just misses that, it's not, it feels just like a static set for everyone. Not actually that you go and attack a position. AK5, and also, hey, we have some Pax Amata thing now, so
Let's get to it.
Japanese rebels in the region have allied with Mandate forces to challenge our hold on Iwo Jima. We cannot lose this foothold in the east. Its resources are irreplaceable.
Hey, Kana. Sorry, not seeing the beach landings. I wish they would actually put Conquest Assault on this one, but I mean, I get what you mean, but honestly, this is to the wow. Someone fucked up. Yeah, apparently it does today, so. Which is interesting that they do it on, weird overlap, on the same day where Battlefield is just like, hey, come back and really play a lot.
We are dominating the battle. Maintain your positions.
They have command of Foxtrot sector.
It's interesting if we have shotgun shells on an assault rifle. By the way, do you want to maybe join the chat? Not, don't need to. You can, but it's an offering.
Focus on your objectives.
Okay, then 1 second. I need to lie down quickly and we get some support out and we get some Connor in, and then I think I can just call you. And
Oh,
hello.
my timing was brilliant. I just ran away to get my cable for my smartphone.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, welcome to it's Iwo Jima time. It still happened.
It's bad. So I just muted your stream because I think I will go insane if I hear my voice.
No, that's totally fair. Actually, that's very fair. Yeah, you know what? This is probably the best map in the game. Easily.
That's cool.
Like, okay, I think I'm gonna say one prediction. It proves so much about, you know, what 2042 has been missing in terms of, like, literally the map design has been too sterile, I think. Like, too much focused on, you know, we're making a functional, fun but mostly functional, you know, conquest map that doesn't really feel like, you know, this is really a place, but more like okay, look, here's a village in the desert to fight over. Here's an abandoned industrial area in the forest to fight over. Here's the IKEA cubes to fight over, and so on and so forth.
But I like the IKEA cubes.
Okay, the IKEA cubes are good, but like, I think Spearhead is missing a little bit of pizzazz, you know? It's like, it's fine
Yes.
enough. I don't hate it, but
Spearhead
like,
has the IKEA cubes, and the IKEA cubes are fun, but the rest is a bit empty.
also the IKEA cubes are like, you know, you have one on one end where barely people run to, and one on the you know, off the side on the center. I'm like, why didn't you have like both in the center? Like, you know, that would be interesting actually. Like, you know, splitting the valley a bit also in visually, but
It sounds too easy.
oh yeah, I know. That's like yeah, I mean, if you want after this one I can definitely search Breakthrough again, because god damn it, this game is good. You know what? This is a beach landing. We actually are using the amphibious qualities of the vehicles in 2042 for once.
Open to get surprised. I think you just have to bully somebody out of your squad.
Yeah, well, that's weird. You know what? Or I'm making a new one.
Yeah, you can do
Create a
that.
new squad, though. Create new squad? Create new squad? Created new squad. Silver Spear. You can join that one.
Oh, it just took 3 tries.
4. But yes.
Betafield said it again.
It's weird. I mean, I kind of just realized in the beginning, I was like, hey, maybe I should turn down the ray tracing and stuff, then maybe my performance is better in this game.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
now,
idea.
you know, also rocking the medium settings like 6 and, oh yeah, getting 120 FPS. This is nice. But yeah,
Ray tracing is the enemy of FPS.
it's, I feel a little bit stupid.
I mean, it's pretty, but
I don't
I
even
tend to
think,
like FPS more than a bit fancy lighting.
I mean, why did I buy myself a 140 hertz screen and then turn on ray tracing? Even especially since my CPU is just weird. Like, I should have enough power, even undervolted, but no. Also, it said one that's like, oh, I turned on. Here's 40 degrees. Why? What is wrong with you? There are frame rate drops on the map though, so I do think it will probably get a bit of patches later.
If they bother to patch 2042.
I do
mean, in
think
2
some
months
hotfixes
we
will.
have.
I think some hotfixes will still drop, but
I
yeah.
still have to say the game still feels not so bad. I know the gunplay in Battlefield 6 is a bit better, and
Yeah, I mean,
Battlefield 6 is prettier, and so on. The only thing that I currently like more about 2042 is that the spotting feels more snappy. The spotting
Yeah,
in Battlefield 6 was quite stubborn.
I think like in 6 there are some stuff that is like still very clearly unfinished, or you know, just
Yeah,
not working correctly right now. It's like, it's fine. There we go. There we go.
But most worked very good, so I think it was the so far most stable and most finished release build of a Battlefield game since Battlefield 1. or pre-release build?
You know what? Battlefield 1 pre-release was weird because I think they had just one map, but it still had problems. What
Yeah, of course.
I do think when we talk pre-release builds, that was like the most in it and stable. Until 6, that one still went to Hardline.
Yeah, Hardline was technically, so on a technical level, very stable.
Oh yeah,
in
that's
each
like
position,
and
each
also
point in time.
yeah, and also remember that their pre-release was like, here, 2 maps, you know, that's more than most betas had. And, you know, then they did the completely insane thing of, we're going to have everything unlocked in the beta. Like, every weapon, and all the gadgets were in there. Like, that's, I think, every weapon you could unlock. That was just...
Yeah, that was neat. Was neat. But to the honor of the Battlefield Studios, for Battlefield Hardline, they basically could reuse the complete engine stack for Battlefield 4, and
They still did a lot of stuff, but new. But yeah,
yeah, but they didn't have to do as much as now from
I mean-
Battlefield 2 to Battlefield 6, and
actually, they did actually a lot of stuff because like a lot of the things that you think are from Battlefield 4 were actually ported back into 4.
yeah,
you know,
right.
So like,
Yeah, well-
actually, Visceral did one hell of a job.
Visceral did overtime.
He did fucking overtime. It's still
Hardline and fixed Battlefield 4.
yeah. It's like, you know, when people come at me like, oh, they were unrightfully put onto the project and they hated it, and I just sit there being like, then why did they do such a good job? Like, I
That's a good
don't know if there were probably some people at Visceral being bummed out, but there was clearly also a big part of them that wanted to make it as good as possible, and yeah. But yeah, it's like, I can tell you one thing, like, when you play this map on Breakfast, like, you know, you start on the carrier, there's like, if you look at sea, there's like the warships lining up, and it's like, yeah, this is good. This is like, you know, this is war.
I think I'm still quite glad that they switched away from the specialist system.
It is better. Yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think, like, to a degree, they got it into a position where I'm like, this is working pretty well, and
Yep.
I will not complain about that. But also, yeah, I do think, you know, especially when they then, if they hopefully are like, you know, maybe we should lock weapons, and then everyone is like, yeah, this is better. But like, also, I can tell you, there's an irony that in 6, right, as of now, as of launch, there's like only the only amphibious vehicle is apparently, and the only water vehicle is rebuilt, and there's no amphibious vehicle, and I'm just saying, like,
That's a bit sad.
there's the irony that we play use Marines, but the Americans have the Bradley. So NATO has the Bradley. Because, like, every time you had the Marine Corps on battlefields, it was the
was an amphibious.
LAV-25, yeah. Because, you know, so that you could drive onto the beaches. I mean, it's like, it's the MAV, and it's fine. I do think they should give the KV Brawler amphibious... What you still? You know, those are nitpicks. You know, those are like
That's
heavy
very
nitpicks.
That's very nitpicky.
You like the
The game felt great. It had a few minor issues, okay,
yeah.
but
I you know what?
fun.
This is like, I'm not complaining about the fact that we just get like. I mean, this is Iwo Jima, point 1. Point 2, which is probably even more of a flex. I do think this version of Iwo Jima is better than the 1 and 5.
It's cool.
Which is, you know, mostly due to the fact that, you know, it's not a one-to-one recreation, but like, hey, here should be an objective, and where this was mostly just you know, some huts or down plane. Now they're like, you know, here's a rocket build facility, there's a tunnel boring facility, and like, that's cool, you know. The objectives are more open and just better designed. That's adding to it. So yeah, I do think if anyone asks me now, hey, which maps from 2042 should be ported to next games, it would be actually
Maybe this one.
this one. And well, this one. And in terms of
Maybe all of us not.
and in terms of original maps, how was it called again?
Is there one map that should really be ported from 2042?
There's
I'm not
exactly
sure.
one map that actually is good and also is fun and breakthrough and has like probably the closest quality to be like a map that you could. How was it called again? The season 4 one.
I don't know anymore.
God, normally I remember it's the one after Spearhead, but you know,
Resources at 50%.
it's the one with the big hole and the facility, or the factory.
That
names.
one, the bit Firestorm-like thingy.
But like, that was good. That was one that you could put into 6 and it's like, yeah, that would fit. That would work.
Yeah.
Like with 64 players and it has room for breakthrough on both ends. That's actually a good one. Oh, hey, there's tank driving.
I imagine that they will want to separate themselves from 2042 as much as possible.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think that they will introduce Battlefield 6 maps without good reason. Maybe this one because it's new, but maybe even not. Even not this one.
Yeah. Oh, they even have zip lines here now. That's just such a good addition. Damn. Yeah, I do think like Iwo Jima and how is it called again? I'm so, because it's like not even a competition. It's like this is like the best map they made in a game and everything else is just fine. Shit, chat. What was the map of season 4? Let me just. Oh well. But yeah. Also, you know what's funny? You wanna hear something really fucking funny? This map came out, and you know what some people wrote on Reddit? The map
Reddit
sucks
was
because it's big and has too many vehicles. I am just saying, there is.
Always the map is too big or the map is too small.
Yeah,
No fucking nuance.
this is why I will always say, like, listen, everyone, when someone comes online and just throws out not even an argument, but like, Flashpoint was the map, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That one was good. That one was like, yeah, you could put that in and it's fun. It would work. Really well, actually.
Yeah,
But
but I doubt that they will.
Yeah, like, but it's just like the two I would say. Which I feel a bit sad because I kind of want to play this map in 6.
Maintain your positions.
Maybe they will make a new version of this one in the future someday.
Honestly-
season 3 or something.
I will very much look forward to that because it would be great, actually. I mean, yeah, I do think probably in the general marketing they are probably trying to distance themselves, but like, I mean,
Of course, yeah, 2042 was very unpopular, and I get why many people didn't like it. It did some very weird design decisions at the beginning.
it's just I do think a lot of people never even try to come back to it. They just were like, no.
Of course, they were disappointed by the release version and by the design decisions and by probably also the aesthetics of the game, and then they thought, no, I will not return.
I do think the problem I felt from some people, it feels more like, you know, also, you know, they set on something and the whole, the game might be, you know, actually fun to play now is like, a thing they don't want to admit, because it would mean like, you know, everything
I
they
would
did
still
before
not
would...
say that 2042 is amazing or something.
No,
I'd
I just say it's a good...
It's decent. It's
Yeah,
decent.
it's a solid
fun.
game. It's like...
It's a solid game. It's not amazing. It's not great. It's solid.
It's one of those games where like, you know, play it. It's fun. I play probably over some other games, but yeah, when 6 is out, I play 6. It's but like I'm just happy that they managed to do all of this because, like,
It's
I think
good
I said
that
it before,
the-
but like
It's
it's
good that they did it with Battlefield 5.
They have complete control of Echo Sector.
what yeah, it's just, you know, I do think if anything, Iwo Jima is probably like more of a statement, you know, like the thing is, you know, when 2042 came out, like people had no trust anymore in the studio.
Yeah.
And I do think that is probably also why some people so vehemently still claim this is like the worst title in the series. Where I'm like, no, you have not played all titles, obviously. Like, because like they turned it around. You know, they kept releasing stuff. They kept adding stuff. They kept rebalancing stuff up until the end. And it's like, yeah, it was just never over, you know, until it was over for this game.
And that's a remarkable difference to older games because, for example, for Battlefield 5, it felt a bit that they were so stubborn about their design decisions that they
Yeah.
didn't even want to move a bigger rock from the right to the left side, for example.
Yeah, that's
Didn't
like,
want to change anything. They were hell bent on their design decisions, and that's it.
yeah, like, I mean, there's a thing I would say. The cracks started to a degree. Like, for example, if you look at how's it called again? Aerodrome. That map was horrible at launch.
Yeah.
You know, the funny part about this, it was one of those. It's again one of those things where I will say, when people say maps are too small in 6, no, they aren't. 6 maps are, on average,
They have the right size.
yes, they're like pretty much.
Forget that.
I would also say that from general size, because if you compare size, you know, you want to hear something absurd, that probably will shock you. Because if we just talk size, yeah, playable space, Strike at Karkand is smaller than Fiel.
Hostiles now control Bravo.
Yeah, what was which one?
Fiel, that's the shitty map on the mountaintop in 5.
Oh yeah, that one.
And
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
was like,
Oh,
that's
no,
a small
yeah.
map. You know,
Oh, Fiel in 5 was terrible.
yeah,
Oh,
but the thing
it
is,
was terrible.
everyone said this one was, you know, everyone said this one was, you know, small. This one was like,
Yep.
you know, a
Fiel
tiny
was-
map.
Fiel was claustrophobic.
Yep. And then
I'm
you look
getting
at,
small.
and then you look at the official data, and it's like, actually, Strike at Karkand is smaller in terms of space, and you're like, that can't be true.
It doesn't feel smaller. It feels.
Yeah, but I mean, from what I know, there's a few interesting things that happened because I actually have the list here, you know, on my fucking phone because, you know, when we're talking about this, we can take us a baby bit of time here. Because, like, for example, here, what do you think is, oh, okay. What do you think is bigger? Atacama Desert or Caspian Border?
I would think that Atacama Desert is bigger.
Caspian Border is by far bigger.
That's confusing.
Yes, but also if you keep in mind that Caspian Border has a lot of dead space around it because everyone is in the center.
Yeah. Yeah.
Atacama Desert is well stretched out because that's the thing. People misinterpret density for small or big. A lot of maps in 6 are dense, and even what we saw of Mirak Valley has somewhat density.
Yeah.
But yeah, like No, because I know you don't know that much of the older maps, but like oh, Sinai Desert or Golmud Railway. Which one is bigger?
Probably Golmud Railway.
Yes, it is.
It's quite big.
Yeah, Sinai Desert, while being open as fuck dunes, is not as big as Golmud Railway. And I mean, here's an interesting thing, okay? Because now we're looking at... Okay, what is bigger, Hamada or Caspian Border?
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I would think Hamada, but it could be wrong.
They're the same size.
Oh,
I think Caspian Border is slightly smaller, but this is like in
I think
minimum
Hamada
numbers.
has the bigger play, so
Yes.
commonly played area.
It's more spread out. And if you think about it, that Merak Valley is also just slightly smaller than Hamada. aka, more like Caspian Border. Yeah, 6 will have a big map, but like this is just a fun thing to do because like it really shows how much people don't underestimate what is
Side of that, mostly in Battlefield games, the city-based maps, which are actually smaller in play area, were the more popular ones in the end.
fair. Always, like, I mean,
Always, yeah.
like, here's the thing. By the way, Sinai Desert or Panzerstorm?
Oh, Panzerstorm?
Panzerstorm by a good bit.
Panzerstorm was quite big.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Empty map, just
yeah.
for tanks.
Okay.
I'm dying a lot.
Yeah. Oh goddammit! Yeah, we should probably switch to something else. Oh, okay. Here's a fun one. Actually.
Oh, no.
Siege of Shanghai or Tehran Highway?
Siege of Shanghai?
Tehran Highway by a mile.
Yeah, okay, I just had to guess.
Siege of Shanghai versus Aerodrome.
Aerodrome?
Aerodrome is bigger by a lot, by a good bunch.
I mean, it's big and empty and
Yeah,
boring.
yeah. But
It's the Battlefield 5 map. Of course, it's big, empty, and boring.
yeah.
There were a few interesting ones, but not so many. But I forgot all of them. I remember Rotterdam, and I remember that one with in the French fields.
Oh,
with the
you
fence
mean
with the
you mean
flowers.
Arras?
Yeah, Arras. Was
Arras.
fun.
Okay, you know what? That's actually a fun one. How
Yeah,
about
it's
that?
One
Ballroom
of the
Blitz or Arras?
Ballroom Blitz has a lot of empty fields, so I think it's Ballroom Blitz.
It's Arras.
It's Arras.
It's Arras by a good bit.
That's unexpected.
Yeah, you see how people are always like, no, these maps are, super small and everything, and then it's like, no, it's literally just how something is laid out, because like, Caspian Border is, you have things in the, things bundled in the center with 1 or 2 things on the side and tank area around. So it feels smaller than it actually is. Meanwhile, yeah. Oh, also an interesting one. Atacama Desert versus Kark Island.
Kark?
Kark Island.
think, in fact, most Bad Company 2 maps were quite small.
Bad
Maybe
Com-
except of Harvest Day.
I mean, hey, you know, when we talk about Harvest Day, I see it currently, and like, Harvest Day versus Strike at Karkand.
I would say Harvest Day is bigger.
Harvest Day is bigger by a lot. But hey, let's talk about some of the
What's
Amiens?
to this match?
yeah, let's actually go into Breakthrough.
And I think I will never buy a Battlefield on EA Play again.
Yeah, like it's Steam native. I will ditch that launcher. I'm sorry.
I still have too many games on EA Play.
Ready.
Yeah,
Auf geht's.
but like it's let's storm some beaches.
But it's a terrible launcher.
It works, and that's the best you can say about it.
Yeah, it's functional. It's not crashing. Congratulations, EA.
Okay.
Even the Epic Game Store is better. I know, I said it.
Yeah, fair point, actually. Here's also an interesting one. Seine Crossing or Amiens?
Oh, it's difficult. Seine Crossing feels small, so I would say Seine Crossing.
Seine Crossing is bigger. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Or Seine Crossing feels really small.
It is, but like, I'm just gonna say like, hey, maybe you notice some of those games. We're in the defense now. We'll hope that we get at least one attack, but yeah. There's a few fun things. Because Seine Crossing and Amiens are definitely at the very bottom of small maps. But they're kind of like the most popular maps in their own game, right?
Yeah.
Also, Argonne Forest is down here. Grand Bazaar is down here.
Argonne Forest is very claustrophobic.
Operation Locker is already a bit higher up, but like,
I hate Operation Locker.
we all do.
I hate it.
Oh, actually, Amiens or Rotterdam?
That's really difficult. I think Rotterdam is bigger,
Rotterdam is by a bit bigger, yeah.
but they're very similar in size, I think.
Rotterdam is actually a few bit bigger, but yeah, it's not that different. But like, hey, those are some of the most popular one. Then, what else do we have? Oh, hey, 2142 Camp Gibraltar, one of the smallest maps. People love that. 2142 Belgrade, one of the smallest maps. Okay, unable to load persistence data. Thank you, game. We hadn't that in a while.
Error.
Yeah. Belgrade. By the way, Belgrade is actually propaganda was based on Belgrade, so
I didn't play 2142.
it's just a fun fact. But I can tell you,
Oh, how clever is the game? If you find a new match, am I pulled out of mine?
I mean, you are
It's-
no. Do you think you need to leave?
Oh,
Well, then I'll wait for you.
I leave. I leave.
Oh, okay. This one is gonna be interesting. Bad Company 2 Oasis, if you remember that one,
Yeah.
or Flood
Somewhat.
Zone.
Oh. Maybe Flood Zone?
Flood Zone by a good mile.
Flood Zone was quite big.
Yeah.
Most
well,
people just fought on the buildings, and the area up on the buildings is
Yeah.
quite small. But aside of that, the map is quite big.
Yeah, that's the thing. People just don't know it. But like, also by the way, the smallest map in the whole franchise, 1942 Berlin. Guess what was one of the most popular maps in 1942?
was of course Berlin. It was probably the metro of 1942.
Yeah. Then directly upwards, Bad Company 2 White Path, also pretty popular. 2142 Server Landing. Wow, one of the most. That's literally a map from the intro. And then Bad Company 2 Vietnam Chow Son Temple. Huh.
People enjoy small maps.
Yeah.
Of course, they cry on Reddit if they don't get big ones.
Yeah.
And they do not trust the developers for some reason, despite them always saying, yeah, you will get big maps, but we intentionally had the smaller maps to have more action.
Yeah, because that is a thing. A lot of the 6 maps have more space. Even Empire State it's dense, but it has more space than a bunch of older maps. Like by far.
But it's the Battlefield community. They will always find a reason to try.
That's not only that. You know what? Those are contrarians online. They already are like, this is popular, so I need to prove everyone is stupid actually. So they find shit. It's like, here's a simple argument, and then they attach something like an emotional cudgel, like, it's small, so it's Call of Duty now, ergo, if you defend it, you like Call of Duty. And that's the whole shtick, that's the whole game.
But I like Call of Duty.
I mean, duh. This isn't... hot take. It was good when they looked at some of the Call of Duty maps and were like, hey, maybe we should add some cars that explode. Maybe we should make the place feel more like a place. But,
to be honest, the game feels very, very unique again. So, saying to Battlefield 6 that it was like Call of Duty is...
It's just wrong. I mean,
that
but
makes sense. The game has more Battlefield feeling than the last 2 games. Because Battlefield 5 was very different again. Because
5 was...
DICE always wants to reinvent the wheel. That's the DICE problem.
I think to a degree, I think there are 2 things I would say. That ironically I do think every single Battlefield launch title since launch lineup of the Battlefield title at launch has since 1, and that is they keep designing maps for conquest. 6 just has the upside that they make them more linear, like 3, like 1 and 3 again, and also they're good. And they have some more space.
Yeah, so they can cut them easier into breakthrough and rush areas.
Even then, I would say, especially playing this map here, I think like if they would have gone and said, okay, for example, at Liberation Peak, the one vehicle map that we played, if they had gone and said, from the attacker side, we put like one sector before that, and there's just like a bit of a trench system, and you start further into the valley, and it's like a bit of a tank and air assault into that defensive line. That would help a lot, make the map feel more like you're running into extended defenses instead of just, well, here are just some things on the map, have fun.
But to be honest, I like Conquest a lot, so
I
never really had a problem that Conquest is in some of the newer games the main mode, maybe except for Battlefield 1. So Battlefield 1 it was really breakthrough.
Yeah, like I do think they can have room for both, more like, but
yeah.
I do think it's more that the sectors actually feel unique. Like, I think Siege of Cairo gets that done well, while I think this is more like when I look at Liberation Peak, there's this irony of like when you start, you basically just start over like a small hill. It's just a small hill separating everyone. It's like the moment you notice that, it just feels a bit off. It doesn't break the gameplay. The gameplay works, but like it just feels a bit off. And that could be fixed, without adding like a lot of performance to the map, because terrain doesn't take that much. But yeah, it's just I do think I do would like that they give a bit more to Breakthrough and Rush. But then it actually gets pretty good because then you assault in the end you assault like this fortress on the hill, and that's actually cool. So that actually gets better later on. This is a bit weird on the beginning, but in comparison to this, I mean, you have a full-on beach landing, and honestly, I kind of wish they would have made it so that. And I know this is budget restraints, and again, nitpicking on the highest level, because I know this would have been just a bit harder. I just kind of wish they got enough money to hire 2 new announcers, so that they could actually, replace the flags on like half the maps with the, 1,000 Petal Coalition and the Mandate of Nations. That would could still be like, yeah, we're borrowing the vehicles from our allies, yada yada yada. We need to, arm up before we can do home production again. So this is just like import stuff. Who cares? I don't want new vehicles. It would be cool, but don't care. But the flags and announcers, those could have changed, please. That's not the biggest ask, I think. Because now it's just weird when
announcers could be very, very expensive. But
yeah,
changing flags is not really expensive.
Yeah, the thing is just they could have even done the same announcers, but I mean they already are here and that, but I just kind of wish they would have rebranded half of the maps and be like, no, this one is now the Mandate fighting against the Coalition, and the maps flags are different.
I have no clue about the law of Battlefield 2042.
Oh.
I have no clue.
You want a small run over with what happened?
Yeah.
Basically, weather satellite Shearwater 2 gets reactivated, and a lot of the planet just stops being a hellhole.
Sounds good.
Problem is basically the people that funded all of that, the users of that, and got pretty rich during that, was a company called Archangel, run by Blackburn, the protagonist from Battlefield 3, who was, let me put it lightly, he was kicked out of the military after that game, and so now he was just like, I'm gonna destroy the USA, fuck you. Because he felt fucking
tiny overreaction.
Oh yeah, he feels very slighted and entitled, and I mean, yes, you saved New York from becoming a nuclear wasteland. That's true. Slight overreaction still. But yeah, also he's basically yeah. The whole deal was he got it because he's like, no, my company is neutral, and we're gonna give it to all the countries that need it. They didn't give it to all the countries that needed it, because turns out a lot of the Asian countries didn't get it, and they were pissed. So Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, all of them were like. So the West just gets everything, and we're getting they let us hang again. Fuck you. So they just kind of had multiple uprisings and formed the 1,000 Petals Coalition, as in hey, we're just going to grab the resources we want and that we need, and no one can stop us.
Yeah.
And in response to that, the European Union reforms again as the Mandate of Nations. And they're like, no, you're not going to start another world war.
Mandate of Nations, that sounds like a so European name for something.
It is the most European name.
We give ourselves a name that sounds way bigger than we are, because we are great.
Mm-hmm.
We are better than you.
Fun fact, it was... Europe was reformed by Germany.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
For once, we are the good guys.
Or maybe we start as the good guys.
Yeah. it's just all a bit of a shit show, and
Isn't it always?
it is.
I mean, Battlefield lore is always a shit show.
Hey, at this point, considering 6 is apparently also in the same universe as this game,
It fits perfectly in.
yeah.
The mercenary organization declares war on the United States,
And
NATO.
And also probably
crumbled.
funded by Southeast Asian nations mainly, so...
Sounds like the perfect Battlefield mess.
I mean, hey, that timeline is just fucked anyway. They have like one major war every decade.
It's completely fucked. Everybody hates each other.
It's you know, it's
Peace,
kind of...
what is peace?
You know, it's so funny because like I've seen some reactions on like Blue Sky where people are like, "Huh, isn't it a bit weird that that the new Battlefield game shows USA as, you know, the victim of an attack and the savior of NATO?" And I just sit here being like, you know, yes, if this was our world. This
Very
might have been a bit.
unrealistic.
This would be unrealistic and kind of tone deaf. In the Battlefield timeline, USA is PTSD central.
Yeah.
Like,
In the Battlefield timeline, everybody declares war on the USA for some reason.
I mean, there's even this whole thing that there's an audio log recently, like in the previous Easter egg that was live before, where Blackburn said that over 100 years ago, like for 100 years, East versus West has just kept fighting, and you're like, I mean, there was a Cold War in our timeline, but at this point, I doubt there was a Cold War in this timeline.
No, I think the Cold War in this timeline was very hot.
Korea and Vietnam just kept on going, right? That feels very, very much on brand.
Yeah.
Which would also, you know, kind of imply that 2 probably also happened, and you're like, wait, you mean the war with China and basically the Arab NATO? Yeah, Arab NATO never formed because they didn't see a reason to actually band themselves together. But if you're living in a timeline where, you know,
Everybody wars each other.
NATO
due to
and
reasons.
Warsaw Pact goes to war in like Korea, Vietnam, etc., and you're like the one stable supplier of oil, you start arming up and be more like, hey, maybe
don't
we
attack
all
us.
should just, yeah, you know, until there is actually a war over resources, because that's what 2 was about.
But it would be interesting if 2 was also a part of the timeline.
It would actually explain more 4, because it, you know,
Proceed according to plan.
because in that timeline China's just also like suffering from the whole we lost the fucking war.
I think the only problem in the Battlefield timeline is there are so many wars. All these nations never have time to arm up again and to heal, and
Yeah.
for some reason they still have military material.
I mean,
So
what can you expect? Like the only nation that kind of kept out of the, you know, if 2's in the timeline kept out of the war was Russia, and they get dragged into a war because, I mean, if you think about that, there was maybe like Arab NATO, which would also explain why, you know, the USA in 3 is in Iran, not Iraq. That's a pretty interesting thing to think about, because like, what the fuck are they doing in Iran on a peacekeeping mission? Iran is in our timeline. Was there a war? Because like, you don't want to be there. Like, I know some right wingers are nowadays like, you know, we can just beat the Mullah regime and no. You do not want Iran. You do not want to even think about Iran. Iran would be Afghanistan times 1,000. Because you'd war.
yeah, Iran would be very bad idea. It's a
Yeah.
doesn't the country have like 90 million inhabitants?
Okay, you know what? Let's just break down a few facts about Iran and why Battlefield 2 probably is in the same timeline, because else it would make no sense. Iran is a country that has 91 million people as of 2024. That is a fuck ton.
Yep.
So, more Wikipedia stats. The country is 1.6 million square kilometers.
It's a bit big.
That is insanely big. So, you have a country that is very vast, hard to control, and has a fuck ton of inhabitants. You know what's worse? It's mountainous as fuck.
That's
So-
another good reason
Yes. Like,
to
you need to keep in
leave
mind.
it the hell alone.
Like, Iran is so big. If you look at the globe, like even on Wikipedia, like you look at the globe and you're like, oh, that just spans over most of Central Europe in terms of surface area. And what do you mean there are like multiple gigantic mountain ranges just carving through the country? And we've been on that because, you know what's one of the biggest mountain ranges in Iran? The Elbrus mountain range. So yeah, the big question is, what the fuck is the USA doing in Iran, considering they would not be able to invade that, other than, there was never a regime, there was a, and they're basically just there to keep ex-MEC people down.
I think it was never well explained why
Yeah, they were just there. I feel like they wanted to have this
they
like
just
as a
attacked for
note.
some reason.
Yep.
I mean, maybe it was just the USA being the USA and taking something without thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Would be first. But hey, the Battlefield story of Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 made no sense anyway,
Yeah,
so...
not that. I mean, you can piece some things together, but like ironically, they would only really work when you think about there was at least 2 gigantic wars beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay, I do hope that we. God, I do. This kind of sucks because like, I would really want to show you attack on this map, but like we would definitely need to get a bit overtime in that for that. Because like attack is the bread and butter of this map. Sorry. That has to be shown again. But yep. It's just a shit show. And yeah. I am just
I miss
I-
Battlefield 6.
hey, you have at least you have Iwo Jima.
Yeah, but Battlefield 6 is better.
Come on, this one isn't so bad.
It's not so bad.
And you get 28 things for
Decent.
Battlefield 6.
Yeah, I get fancy cosmetics, that's true.
Fuck
but I would-
on, like.
But I would rather play the next one.
I really
They
hope
can.
they do add some amphibious stuff down the line, though, because it's always
Yeah,
this
they
weird
will.
thing, like, just design your factions from the beginning with amphibious stuff. Come on, or at least have a faction.
Yeah, but
that
that's
uses
too easy.
amphibious stuff. 3 was
It's
able
way
to.
too easy.
2 was
Yeah,
able
of
to.
course. But that were easier times. Now you
Oh.
can't have an easy solution. But yeah, we will get our amphibious vehicles. I'm quite sure of it.
Yeah, there's gonna be an amphibious thing, because like, especially if I look at try to remind the maps they have.
And I wouldn't also be too unsure that maybe more vehicles are in the game that have been data mined by as per now. For example, I could maybe something like the Warthog and like the A10
Yeah,
is
it's the A10
still in the
Warthog.
game. Yeah, the A10 Warthog is still in the game despite not being in the files.
Yeah, it could be, but
We'll
we'll
see.
see. So, there you go.
Because maybe some things were not ready for the current build.
US forces attacking
I'm burning.
Yeah,
I don't want to burn.
damn it.
But people are reviving way more in 2042. Ow, ow, don't shoot at me.
Also, they brought back the Battlefield 5 music.
Ooh,
Yes.
peek.
There we go. Okay, let's hope let's reset a bit that we get a good attack one, because, by the way, the volcano, if you fly too close to the volcano, your vehicle will actually get damaged and explode.
I like that.
Yeah. It's just kind of cool, like, oh, you have an actual assault, there's, like, good points, there's, like,
It's Levolution.
yeah, a bit. Like, there's a bit of Levolution. Hey, I said that if it would be, I do want to show Connor attack on the map. If that's okay. I have to convince girlfriend, else. She's the one suffering the most here. Dutifully waiting. Okay, I have a very fancy M1 Garand now, though.
I think I don't have the Garand at all so
Ooh,
far.
and it wasn't an event, so you probably need to check.
And probably need to do something.
Mm.
The question, what do I have to do? Do I have to jump into the volcano?
Let's just wait here a bit. So,
Next reward.
there we go.
And how do I get the Garand? Oh, I have a lot of weapons not unlocked. Killed and assist with M39. Headshot kills at distance of 50 meters or more. Okay, I haven't unlocked the M39 either.
Yeah.
Oops. What do I have to do for that?
I do like that.
Headshot.
I would just say, by the way, I really like we get the F2000. There's so much good shit in this, like, oh hey, Harlem Hellfighter outfit, and just a little bit. There's even like a Bad Company 1 reference in here, and a Hardline 1.
Ooh,
Yeah, they have a couch with penguins on it. That
that's fun.
Yeah, but, I mean, you could ride the couch in Hardline if you remember.
Yeah, that was a great Easter egg.
Yeah. It's interesting. M39. Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, meanwhile, I have everything and just still wait for the people to correct the Phantom program, because there is apparently, yeah, there is a prototype weapon coming. But yeah, it's gonna also just need how they. No, you know what? We need to reload. Let's leave this here. We need to be on the American side, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to show you attack, like, storming those beaches. Like, it's really kind of cool, for once you actually use the MAVs and you have like, there's like 6 MAVs just driving up on the beach, and like, yeah, it's kind of a funny stark contrast, because in 5, your attack vehicles were light and weak. Still did job, still did something, but they were pretty light and weak. And then you go to here, and it's just like, the amphibious vehicles are fucking fortresses. Go out of the way, pleb. Okay. Oh, you know what? Why not? Okay, let's see. Are we going to be Russian or American command? Now I do wonder one thing though. Did this buff the player numbers actually?
That's a good question.
Let's just look at Battlefield 42, 2142 Steam charts. 90,000 people.
It's not so bad.
It's getting up again, I would say. Like, okay, there is definitely a bump today. There, like, it was lower before, like a few thousand people over the last weeks, which makes sense. There was a beta. Yeah. People are coming back for a final swing. There's also just so much free shit to gain. Okay. Game. Can you just please find us some Iwo Jima?
Oh, so the game has an FPS counter. From options menu, select networking. Where is it?
Oh. Put us on the Russian side again. Oh boy. Yeah, it's kind of funny to have this, to just be like, at least the video games are looking kind of nice as of now because the world is just fucked. Because, like, someone actually just posted on Blue Sky the very correct, like, the only legislative victories of Labour, the UK's centre-left party, are thus far legal to kill grandma, all trans people banned, 65% of all adults are now technically terrorists. Do you have a license to read Wikipedia?
65%? What?
Basically, if you're supporting Palestine, you're a terrorist.
What?
Yes.
What is in the tea of Downing Street? Did they put something in there?
They just want their swing at fascism, I would say. Just.
But why?
Because I guess, if you think like, hey, we can just let bigotry run rampant, I mean, let's just be real here. I think the Brits are more fucked than most countries because years on the Tories where, basically, okay, the Tories fumbled the bag hard, but I think the one thing Labour learned is we can say anything we want. We do not have to follow up in the slightest about it. We can just do the fucking opposite. Which is, a thing. But also.
British politics are just also very weird.
They are, but like, I mean, the Tories were just more like, they were kind of corrupt bastards, that's one thing. But yeah, Labour was apparently just like, let's just claim we're gonna do some stuff, and then...
Just don't.
They just did the opposite, yeah. And meanwhile you
Let's
have...
promise to do A, and then we do the opposite of A. They will not expect that.
Hey, now you
It
can
will be
legally
hilarious.
kill... You can legally kill grandma now, I suppose. It's just like, yeah, there's a bigotry brain rot happening, and I think it's...
What's that about? What's that about what you said?
Basically, there's this thing I would say that, like... So the thing is that I would say British politics was already, and I think this is across the board, I would say, especially in conservative circles, British politics was already way more elitist. Like, they were like, we're the politicians, you're the people that vote for us. You know? That was their idea. And then they went onto Twitter. And they realized
And everything got worse.
people hate the Mars. But the thing is, we're talking about Britain. If you have money, which most of these people have, you can just silence your opponents. That's
Yeah.
like,
But that's not good.
yeah, but they're doing it anyway.
This is an all
It
boots on the
sounds-
ground scenario. We have a chance to seize
Okay.
My
Iwo
EA
Jima
play
back
is
from TPC
trashed.
forces occupying the area.
No!
Survivors from the Japanese military
You
I'm
can't
in the
play?
game, but my EA,
Oh,
I'm in the
good.
game. My game is fine.
Oh, okay, okay.
But my EA play is still dead.
Oh, I was just like for a second. We went already overtime looking for you, and now you crashed. But like, yeah, look around you. Look at the ships on the horizon. Look, rockets going off. That's atmosphere right there, you know?
It's a beach landing.
It's a
Let's
fucking
conquer
beach
the
landing!
volcano.
They fucking did it. The game is almost over, but
volcano.
they still managed to be a full Battlefield game.
So now let's take bets. How long will it take until we have a beach landing in Battlefield 6?
At least 2 or something. There is a beach landing in the campaign, so like they do have the vehicles.
Yeah, but in the
It's-
multiplayer, the campaign doesn't count.
Season 2 or 3, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
that's
they're weird
optimistic.
again, and it takes a whole year again.
It takes a few years. A few years waiting
Here's the
for the
here's the
next beach
thing.
landing.
Either it's like you have a whole year with nothing, and next year there's gonna be like the French forces and they are specialized in amphibious landings, or they just patch it in later.
Cool. Of course I died. I'm good at dying.
And now I have you again. No, someone shot me, and I have the Garand. But
No.
yeah, we just drive onto the beach and we get this goddamn flag.
And we die!
Hoorah!
Hurrah, America! Are we America?
Actually we're
Yeah,
Europe.
we are America!
Wait, the flag is America, but technically we're Europe.
What? I'm
Yes.
confused.
Technically, in lore, this is an attack of the Mandate. They just supplied with
But
American.
the flag is wrong.
Yes, they never changed that. They should have put TPC and Mandate flags in the game. It's like,
Europeans fighting with American weapons would be quite realistic.
I mean, they kind of have to rebuild anyway, so like
But yeah, American weapons are usually not that bad, so...
Also, like hey, let's just buy some old landing carriers. Would be useful to have.
Yeah. Ow, 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 don't shoot at me.
Ooh, saved you with the Garand.
We are initiating an attack on Bravo 1.
The DMRs are way stronger in this game than in Battlefield 6.
Yeah, in 6 the balance is still off. The NVK is
Yeah, the
actually really
balance-
good, but it kicks. But yeah.
Yeah. And the muzzle flash of the DMRs was quite extreme.
Yeah. But yeah, now we're storming. This is... Whew. Hopefully we don't die at like, God, what's with my voice now? Damn it.
I got naded. And the medics even know that you can throw smoke to revive people. The medics are good in this game, not like
Yeah.
in the beta. Ow, I'm dead again.
Hey, that's an upside for this game. You can actually... you actually get revived a lot.
Yeah. I think it just was the beta problem that nobody of a large amount of players didn't really know what they were doing.
Yeah, fair.
And a large amount of players will probably not return and not buy the game because it costs money. Not that they didn't like it, but paying 70 euros for a Battlefield game is
I do wonder
lot
if
of money.
they. I do wonder if they. You mean now 6 or the else?
6, basically.
6 has actually a gigantic amount of pre-orders.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, yeah, it's one of
Is it
those
70
things.
euro or 60 euro?
I think 70.
Okay.
But I mean,
At least not 80.
yeah, but like, I mean, let's just be real here. In terms of long-term investment, this is like,
It's fine.
yep.
It's still pricey, but... And I fear there will be no partner keys this time around again. Except
be.
EA surprises us. So maybe we will see. Because if, for example, Remain Gaming or somebody else or Humble Bundle has Battlefield keys, they will probably be cheaper than that. If you buy them directly at Steam.
Honestly, I do. I'm just preparing for that because, like, I probably won't buy shit from Humble again.
Oh, did they fuck up something?
Oh yeah, they fucked up greatly. See, a while ago we had this thing that there was a really good bundle for like $20 for Earth Defense Force 6, 4 keys, and we pitched together with some people because we're like, it's Earth Defense Force. That sounds fun. You can play it. This was 3 months ago. I still don't have the keys.
They sometimes have this problem of keys that are exhausted and are very slow in.
The sale has come back online, and they're still saying, "Oh yeah, you can buy it," but we still don't have keys.
Humble Bundle, in a nutshell.
Yeah,
By our
like,
keys, we don't have the games.
it's like it's so funny because like I saw I think Warrior64 posting on Blue Sky, so like beware. They say you need some time to get the keys. I'm just like, yeah, double beware. We're waiting for 3 months now for that thing, so we
I had
might
this
be
problem
made.
also a while ago, but I think my key that lasted the longest time took like a few weeks and not months.
Yeah, I think
Like,
I think we had something in the Ukraine bundle that also when the big Ukraine bundle happened, it also took some time, but otherwise, no, not that much.
it's awkward.
It is very awkward, but yeah. All I can
But I
say,
also fear that if partner stores get keys for Battlefield, that maybe these keys are for EA Play again. And
yeah,
I don't want to have Battlefield 6 on EA Play. Not again.
it's I think like it's really just gonna be like grit your teeth and buy it, and then it's gonna be working.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those games where like at least there's not really a lot of bullshit. It's more like, okay.
Well, we will see.
It's either like, you get it, get the game, or you get the game with basically already the battle passes. And it's like, yeah, okay, good,
Oh, my EA Play is alive again.
Oh, nice.
It's not dead.
It was just temporarily disabled.
It was just a bit dead.
Yeah, just a bit dead. Do like being just a little bit dead for a bit.
And Origin had more features. I remember strongly that Origin had an own FPS overlay.
They had.
The EA Play Launcher seemingly does not have that.
Yep.
Why? EA, why?
Bugged.
I hate the EA Play Launcher.
I think the thing was more like they did the EA Play Launcher to be more stable than Origin, and I think to a degree it was that, but it was also just like a downgrade. So
Yeah, Origin was quite unstable. It's true. But I'm not really sure if EA Play is really more stable. So...
according to devs, it is, but I cannot say more really.
I destroyed an anti-air.
Yay.
I feel good now. Don't shoot at me. Don't shoot back. Shooting back is evil. I'm a weekend with a DMR. I'm completely harmless.
Charlie 1 has fallen into enemy hands.
I am a Sanitäter.
I really hope they buff the DMRs in Battlefield 6 a bit.
Yeah, at least the one. The NBKs, again, that one was good. That was like a 2-shot. But yeah.
Yeah. But I would have liked to have aggressive DMRs like in this game.
Yeah, fair
Okay, they
point.
are they may be a bit strong, arguably,
It was fun.
but
It's
they're
like one
fun.
of those, like, yeah.
DMRs in this game are a lot of fun.
Honestly, this is just like one hell of a send-off. I mean, like, you know, before that it was like, oh hey, here's a big update with like, I think 5 had like 2 maps, but like also reworked the older maps. That was impressive. Cool. So, but like this one is also just like, oh hey, there's a reason to play, and you can take some stuff with you.
Tank!
Yeah, I saw the tank. It's like,
Hello, tank!
we need
But
some.
what is tank in French? What is tank in French? I wanted to call him Monsieur Tank, but I don't know what tank in French is.
A Cha. What?
Ow. I got pistoled. Why am I playing Weekend?
I don't know, but also
Maybe because I can. Is there a Weekend with a useful ability? Blasko was not that bad.
Blasko is
was
pretty
she?
useful actually. Yeah, you can put her down and then like she just
Because Caspar is completely useless. He just looks cool.
yeah.
Blasko should be useful. Oh, hello! I'm sitting in a tank with a nade launcher. Giving me big weapons with explosives sounds like a very good idea. I want to go. Ow.
I mean, yeah, it's a Cha C2. Nice, we are getting over the sea phase. Woo!
Sector is hard.
Hey, I go in here. Random comment by Connor actually, like, what is a tank in French? It's a Cha.
Ah.
That's where this name comes from. Just so you know, the main antagonist in the original Gundam series is Cha.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, yeah,
I get it now. So mysterious. Give him a French name.
okay, honestly, a bunch of... Okay, now that I think about it, his one quote-unquote apprentice, the protagonist in the second season, also has a French name.
Is it the protagonist or the antagonist?
Protagonist.
So
And
maybe the Gundam creators really like France.
It wouldn't surprise me if there were some hints of that, but yeah. Then again, the Xeon is just fucking Nazi Germany.
Okay.
It's like, I mean, you know, if you make space Nazis, it's gonna be a red flag with white and black. That's the flag of space Nazis. You know, it's the Xeon flag. It's the Klingon Empire flag. It's the Helgan flag. And the flag of which country was it, by the way, again?
So space Nazis are fighting space France.
And Yemen.
And Yemen.
Yeah. It's just like all the evil empires used, red, white, and black, and Yemen. Well, technically, Prussia also used it, but it's just so funny.
I think evil empire and Prussia work well together.
I am currently just going off with the AAK. And the magazine is big. What the fuck did they
do? Nobody can be angry at us if we say that Prussia is maybe a bit problematic in history. Because Prussia doesn't exist anymore.
Hey. Prussia was a little bit problematic, yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, like, okay, which European country coming out of the Victorian era was not problematic? Like, if we're listing European countries that were problematic, Prussia isn't even at the top.
It's true. It's
like,
true.
to a degree, we're like, oh, Prussia were the evil ones. Yeah, but also because, like, the people that painted them as savages and brutes won. Okay, they still did a bit of...
in Europe, most nations in Europe were kind of evil.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing of, like, they're like, look what the Prussians did to Belgium. And, like, yeah, that was bad. Hey, Britain, do you want to talk about Greece? No?
Britain, Belgium, France, do you want to talk about your African colonies? You don't? Oh,
I mean, no one wants to talk about their African colonies. Even Prussia doesn't want to talk about their African colonies.
True.
Germany just started talking about African colonies, and a lot of them are like, you should apologize for the genocide, and they're like, yeah, maybe. Because, like...
What's with European powers and being shitty to other countries? It's seemingly close.
I mean, if you have a gun and a better military and higher technology, you can just exploit everyone else, I suppose. Or you're fucking Belgium and you're making it a sport being shit.
Switzerland, maybe.
Okay, stop. Let's just be real. Switzerland, yes, they never actively harmed anyone.
Or passively.
They were fucking war profiteers. Let's just not kid ourselves. Where did the Nazi gold go, if not straight to the Swiss bank accounts?
Like, they were probably like, after the war, we don't know from where all this money comes from.
Yeah, it's similar to it's similar to something like Liechtenstein, where they're like, our main job provider Hilti has a wonderful history after 1942. We will not talk about anything previously. And like, okay, what is it with Hilti, Liechtenstein? What do you want to talk about?
We want to talk about Germany. No.
It's like, Not also that, some Swiss companies also, benefited from the slave labor in the concentration camps.
But that's also something about German modern companies don't like to talk.
Oh, no one, but you know what? I get it to a degree. Like, a lot of companies are probably like, wait, do we talk about the past when we can talk about all the decades where we did better stuff? I'm like, that is true. I mean, Baldissen is still, like, mainly in the business of giving kids, plaque and teeth problems, but the human rights violations have gone down. That is true. Do we want to
If you
talk
ask
about...
the Americans?
What?
The Americans think that the human rights situation in Germany is very bad.
Ah, yes, yeah, because... Oh my god. Okay, here's the thing. There's been, So Gonya started watching a few Americans talking about Europe things.
It's not fun.
You know what the most insane thing is? The most insane argument I keep hearing? You have no freedom in Europe, and it's a third world countries because we don't have ACs.
You were a bit laggy on my side.
You didn't hear me?
No, unfortunately
Okay,
not.
Europe is full of third world countries because we don't have ACs.
Okay.
That's an argument.
That's a take. I mean, there were certain days recently where I wished that I had an AC, but then I remembered that I would need to pay for the energy for that, and then I was kind of
I
glad
mean,
again.
There's the irony that, if we'd actually installed ACs, like, just generally, it wouldn't even be a big problem, because you know what has an AC built in? A heat pump.
True, yeah.
Because a heat pump is just an AC that flows in reverse.
Yeah, but landlords will not replace all old heating systems against heat pumps.
So stupid. It's
Costs a lot
so
of money.
stupid. It's just
They don't want to pay money.
yeah, but also like the thing is, and then but we could legislate that, and then you hear some stupid shit about people should have a choice. No, the choice is literally the future and energy efficiency or gas.
Yeah,
That's
but
not a
remember,
choice. That's
Habeck wants to go into your cellar and drip your heating system out of
Yes,
the
give
ground.
me a heat pump. It's better. And then
You
you're
wanted
like,
to do it personally and wanted to take your gas heater away.
it's
It's
so
German
stu-
household.
It's so stupid. And then
personally.
people are like, oh, but it's such a bad no. Heat pumps and ACs are comparatively like it's so funny when some people are like they're bad for the climate. No. Shut the fuck up. They're running on electricity. Pure and simple.
But Rika, my great grandparents used gas and oil heaters. I'm conservative. I want to have as good life as my great grandparents.
My great grandfather used dead Nazis as fuel to being warm.
So in reality, you are conservative.
I guess. I'm using a replenishing resource because the Nazis will just keep spawning.
You just want to have the good old times. You want to be like your great grandfather again.
Yeah, just get rid of the Nazis efficiently. Well, no. It is like... okay, I do want to get rid of the Nazis, but... it's still kind of hilarious to think about the fact that that people literally buy into this idea that ACs, like a lot of people genuinely think ACs need as much energy and to produce as much CO2 output as normal heating. But then people are like, oh, but in the winter it's cold, so normal heating is a necessity. And like, first of all, climate control in the summer is getting relevant because people die.
Yeah. That's the big new problem. It's getting so hot in Central Europe and Western Europe that it's hard to balance on some days. Okay, in Northern Germany, it's still kind of okay this year because this year was
Relatively
kind of
cheap
cool.
air.
Yeah, but even in the last years it was so unbearable hot, and most of our buildings are not built for being cool. It's annoying. So I fear that we will need heat pumps in the future.
We need them. Like, and the thing is, it would also actually be super good on our climate budget because, again, they only run on electricity, so they're like as polluting as the energy source. And if that's solar and wind, boy howdy.
And if you not live in Bavaria, you have a lot of solar and wind.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
If you live in Bavaria, tough luck.
I mean, I like to, as to quote Technology Connections, heat pumps are like literally the closest thing we have to free energy.
No, it's a freedom source.
Yes, it's a freedom source.
So we should rebrand it. If you were American, we would call heat pumps just freedom pumps.
Oh my god, yeah.
And everybody would like to have a freedom pump because it sounds fun. Don't you want to have a freedom pump? I want to have a freedom pump.
Yeah. There's some, god.
Sometimes we should be American, and sometimes not.
The whole America freedom, fuck yeah, it's just... It's also just kind of funny sometimes when you, when you analyze some video games where, like, you technically play virtual Americans and then it's like, wait, are we doing war crimes here? Oh.
Ooh, I did a quadra kill with my
Nice.
C4. And I maybe killed myself, but
Like, I mean,
there have
there's...
to be sacrifices.
For example, recently, just a bit of boredom. I was like watching a video series about a bit of a research about the Killzone series, and just got reminded of like, yeah, those were pretty fucked up worlds and wars. Like, they sometimes have just like some of the really important details, like just on side notes. It's like, you're just playing a soldier. No one tells you the full picture, but sometimes the cracks slip and you need to piece it together. Like, for example, the second game is about, you're invading the space Nazis back. You're capturing their leader, and you're gonna end this war. And it's like, you have superior weaponry. Just go in and, oh, this is going worse from the beginning. Then you learn that actually, because technically this isn't like, there's not like one big space alliance. They're technically just in a basically this is just a war between the planets Vector and Helgen. And the Vectans actually get told by the Earth/colonial government, hey, don't invade Helgen. You blockade it, and then you go, and we do negotiations, and that should be absolutely enough. And Vector is like, no, we're gonna invade, and we're gonna get Visari, and we're gonna end this war, and we're gonna get some righteous revenge. And you're like, okay, that is interesting that you just go about that. And then half into the game, there's this little nice line from one of the persons, like, you're like a big industrial sector. I'm like, okay, what is going on here? And they're like, oh yeah, this planet is actually full of a super energy-rich mineral that can power half the universe. Oh wait, are we doing Space Iraq right now?
It sounds like Space Iraq.
Oh, you're totally doing Space Iraq. Like, the ISA, the Vectans are like, oh, we're totally getting revenge on them. And we get mining rights on the side. You're like, yeah, okay, we didn't get to the tunnels. That's a shame, but
But the map is fun.
the map is
And it's
really
a bit
fun.
unfortunate. It seems like you cannot make so good fun about us like as for the Americans. I mean, what's the most fun things about Germans? Maybe Stoßlüften?
Okay, Stoßlüften is very funny. I'm sorry, Stoßlüften is like,
Stoßlüften is very
it's also very healthy for you, so you should do it even at minus
funny.
30 degrees.
The evil in the midst of winter, the evil German person comes into your flat and opens the window completely.
Yeah.
Then they explain to you that's good for you to freeze.
It is very good for you to freeze. It just
Did you look
that
at
just
the
really
people?
helps with the blood flow. You know, that's just how you do it.
And you think they are completely crazy.
But
To
yeah,
a certain extent, you're right.
Jesus fuck, what is that? Literally, look at my screen. Look at the stream. Look at this chunky magazine. What did they do to the AK?
It's chunky.
It's the chunk magazine.
Looks like a weapon itself.
What the fuck? Is this new? Wait a second. What did they do right now? This is so weird. Is this also on the AN? No.
Don't you want to have your AK with 200 rounds?
The standard. They made it. Why is the
40 rounds? What? It looks
I
like there
have-
could be like 100 in it.
I have questions.
It looks
So-
like a double magazine.
It's like this is the normal magazine. It has 30 rounds. Okay, I accept it. And the extended
accept that.
mag it just has 10 rounds. Hey Agonia, can I have just a question how this works? Look at this magazine on the back. This is 30 rounds, okay?
Sure.
Why is this 40?
Bigger bullets.
More bullet for your bullet. This is
The
so
other magazine has like, they're like, if you go to back,
yeah.
see, say this has more bullets, okay? So they're the same caliber because caliber can change really.
Yeah.
But they're like two bullets, like in front and in the back.
No, actually, they're like slightly vertical. You know, slightly.
You say that like that, sure, but they're still like two different. Like,
Yeah, but like
that's why there are more bullets.
this should be like an 80 stack mag or something, or 60.
Nope.
I mean, it would be cool if it had 60 rounds in it, but like, the fuck? What is this magazine? This is just
It's
Maybe
a
there's actually more
monster.
mechanism in that.
what?
More mechanism in that magazine than bullets.
You know what the funniest bit is? They just put this model out on the AK, and I wonder if they actually planned on it for this being like an even bigger magazine. But even the animations are not adjusted, so it just clips in the magazine just around. It's like, why did? You know what? After the comically large spoon, we now have the comically large magazine. Okay, I guess. But yeah, hey, this was a bit of Battlefield 2042. Yeah, everyone, thanks for being here. Connor, thank you for dropping by. It's always nicer to have someone on the team. I might come back in like maybe 1 or 2 weeks, you know, when we have like the F2000 unlocked and stuff like that, you know, look, just showing the F2000 and the new prototype weapon, because you saw the links already a bit in action. But yeah, hopefully until then you all have a wonderful time. Also, Connor, there's a free bundle in the store, so you can claim that.
EVs. I think I already claimed it today.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. Probably the Pax Armata, right?
Yeah,
It looks pretty.
it's pretty nice. It's kind of nice that they're just like, oh yeah, hey, here's just some free stuff again. I'm like, oh, just okay, good.
I like free stuff.
It's just they really went and were just like, here's a lot of free stuff, and you're like, wow, this is great. Yeah, I think there's nothing more to say other than it's one hell of a way to end this game out. Actually, like,
yeah.
it's one hell of a good way to end this game out. This is like, you know, a trip down memory lane. Hell, even Santa Boris is making an appearance, so like, it's just very funny that they did that. It's like, yeah,
I
he re-
remember Reddit losing their mind over Santa Boris.
yeah, but also like, they can't kill him. He's just there. So yeah, it's fun.
Santa
It's
Boris does not exist. He can't hurt me.
But yeah, it's very fun, and I would say Yeah, again, I might come back when I have the F2000 unlocked, but this might take some time. As you saw, we are almost done with the missions, and it's like 1 page done. So probably in 2-3 weeks we will see each other again. Hey, there's enough to do for this this time around. So let's get going. And yeah, everyone, thanks for being here, and see you all around. Have a wonderful night, have a wonderful day, and see you all on Wednesday for the secret co-op project starting. Bye!